Is Pan's Rinseless Wash better than Nemesis? Let's find out. What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So last week we checked out Nemesis. It's a new rinseless wash from Detail Co. And we already found out that it's the foamiest rinseless wash on the market. Shout out to Eddie. So when Detail Co launched, Clean by Pan the Organizer also launched. And this is his new rinseless wash. And we already know this is the best in the world, period. All jokes aside, I'm really excited to try out Pan's new rinseless wash because when I first started detailing, I was watching Pan's videos all the time. So I really like the guy and he has a high standard for his products. So I really want to check out what the best rinseless wash to his standard is like and compare it to Nemesis since they came out at the same exact time. They even have the same bottle cap. Now as a designer, I actually really like the label. It's by definition clean. Now I really wonder what this is, if any of you guys know. Is this like a color swatch or some kind of contrast ratio display? So if any of you know, please comment down below. But anyways, let's get to testing them. So over here, I got two buckets. For the black bucket, I'm gonna have Nemesis mixed in here. And for the yellow bucket, I'm gonna have Pan's Rinseless Wash. And I'll be using the same sponge for either of them. These are DIY Detail Legacy sponges. So 1 gallon here. And 1 gallon in here. So apparently the scent is strawberry coconut. Smells still a lot like body wash to me. It's very good. So 1/2 ounce in here. Smells more fruity, I would say. Smells like something I would drink. Wow. This thing looks like milk. Some kind of, oh. Oh. Now I get how you feel, Christy. Can't stop smelling it. Yeah, anyway, it smells very fruity. It's like a fruity kind of milk. And it's white. Man, I've never seen something like this. And of course, this is the foamiest rinseless wash. Now to pre-treat, I got these two electric sprayers. One will be for Nemesis. Again, just from pouring that, I can smell it. It's a very potent but pleasant smell. Now for this one, will be Pan's. Oops. It's a milky liquid. So what I will do is I'm gonna leave the driver's side for Pan's rinseless wash, and for the passenger side, I will use Nemesis. So I can do a side-by-side comparison and know how they compare to each other. And I'm gonna start with Nemesis because I wanna start with a baseline. So then I can bring that to Pan's rinseless wash and know what I'm comparing it to. This car is parked under the tree a lot. Got all these leaves. So this is Nemesis. The same thing, very slick, just glides. Picking up dirt. See all of that dirt? And of course, you dunk it in a bucket, it should release all that dirt. So it glides very smoothly. Just kind of like that floaty feeling. I'm gonna set it down here and then I'm gonna head over to the driver's side. So now it's time for Pan's rinseless wash. Let's pre-treat. I would say the scent from Pan's Rinseless Wash is not as present. It's more like DIY details, like that kind of present level. But anyway, let's see. Okay. It actually doesn't feel as slick as Nemesis. But of course, slickness doesn't equal lubrication, but it's just the user experience. But it picks up all that dirt. Let's see how it cleans. No rubbing against grit guard. Just dunk and squeeze. Of course, it cleans very well too. That's the basic of Rinseless Wash. However, what's kind of cool is on Nemesis side, the water appears completely flat. But on Pan's side, the water is kind of separated. I wouldn't say this is beading, but it definitely doesn't behave the same. So if any of you know what that means, please let me know. However, on glass, it's exactly the same. So I think it's time to do the double whammy. Yeah, I would say Nemesis definitely glides a little easier, and on Pan's just kind of feels like normal Rinseless Wash. But again, not a big difference. It's kind of like, I would probably say Pan's is kind of like DIY detail, very similar. And Nemesis is just its own creature. So I got a drying towel here, one for each of them. Let's see. Okay, now let's move on to Pan's. Basically the same. Wouldn't say there's a discernible difference, but they both dry very well. Streakless. A little bit of streaking. A little bit too. No big difference. So of course, we tried washing it with a sponge. Now we're gonna try using a clay towel with it, because I think that's usually the bigger challenge for Rinseless Wash. Now honestly, this is very slick. It works really good. It does what a Rinseless is supposed to do. It's gliding just as well. It works a lot like DIY's Rinseless Wash, honestly. Dries easy too.
I know I look like I'm just rubbing water around on the paint with a sponge, but here's to show you that Rinseless wash does in fact actually clean, and the before and after, there is a huge difference. And on the other side, I'll be using Nemesis to test out difference. Now check out the foamiest Rinseless wash of 2024. Look at that foam. I just couldn't resist. And check out the before and after on the Nemesis side. You can see it also cleans very well, so I think they both clean equally as well, and there's not that big of a difference in terms of cleaning power. And here I'll be doing a side-by-side on the trunk area, which is often where it gets the dirtiest and gets the most contamination, so I'll also be cleaning them with just Rinseless wash and see what the difference is after.
Yeah, feels like Nemesis kind of floats a little. It's almost like the foam inside Nemesis is floating the sponge a little, and the Pan's Rinseless wash just kind of glides, whereas Nemesis just floats a little bit. But again, not the biggest difference, and I don't even know how much that matters. It more so just comes down to user experience and what you prefer. They both clean just as well. I wouldn't say there's a big difference between them. So let's get to the conclusion. All right guys, so after trying both of these out side by side, I would say Clean by Pan, the Rinseless wash, it's definitely a good Rinseless wash. But is it the best? I can't confidently tell you that, because trying both of these side by side, I cannot tell a huge difference in the two. They both clean very well, they both provide excellent slickness, but of course Nemesis is slightly slicker, but it's also the foamiest Rinseless wash in 2024. So back to Clean by Pan, I'll definitely say it's a good Rinseless wash. It does what a rinse is supposed to do. Is it the best? I can't say so, because it really depends on the individual user experience, because some people might like the scent of this Rinseless wash, and someone might like the foaminess of this Rinseless wash. And of course, Nemesis still beats everyone with its affordable price. So that's something that will play into one's decision, I guess. So I can't tell you one is better than the other, but I can certainly tell you that there are both good Rinseless washes that both work. If you want to check out either one of these Rinseless washes, I have them linked down below in the description, and I also have an affiliate link. If you use that, you'll support the channel, and I really appreciate that. And if you use the link WheelsRideCare10, you'll get 10% off on both of these products from the House of Rags. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this is helpful and informative, and also a little entertaining. So until next time, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.